Howdy all Muglax Lives. I think it's time we play a little Arc Extinction. Alright, so with the giant pile of stuff that I need to move up to the top of that plateau, I guess it's probably a good idea to tame a gas bag. I guess. So that's my plan, is to tame a gas bag and see if I can manage to fly it around without killing it. Because my experiences so far have led me to kill it. Oh, but first, I've got to find one somewhere. Yeah, it was not as productive a day as I was hoping it would be. We had a bunch of paperwork I was hoping to get done today, so I didn't have to deal with it. Trying to transfer a deed into my name, and which I've never done before. And so we gather up all the papers that I imagine we're going to need: birth certificates and death certificates and social security numbers and license and mail and you know, all sorts of paperwork. I had a folder, it was probably a 1/4 inch thick at least, maybe 1/2 inch thick, of various forms and stuff, and so I head out, and we get to the registrar's office, which is the registrar of deeds. Now I realize that registrar of deeds just means register people that register deeds. But I was under the misconception that an office with 3 people sitting in it, in the tiny rural area that it was just the registrar of deeds. The building has separate offices for all these different things, and the registrar office had 3 people in it. And so let me say that again, because I found it super ridiculous. 3 people in it. Now we walked past the county treasurer's area, which was like a bank teller window thing, and there were 3 people there too. There was one other person in the whole building with us, who was there to do something. So it's not like there's a big lineup. And so I'm just like, man, there's a lot of people working in this place. And so we get in the registrar's office, and there's a woman walked in before us, and so wait for her to finish, and then the woman's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, so we need to get a deed transferred into my name." And she's like, "Oh, so you've seen your lawyer?" I'm like, "Well, no. I mean, what do I need to see a lawyer for?" And she's like, "Well, we don't actually deal with any of the paperwork. So you need to go to a lawyer and have a lawyer fill out a deed, and then it'll have to be notarized and stamped and get a seal on it. And then once you have all of the paperwork finished and approved, then you come here and we'll register the fact you have a deed." What? You have an office with 3 people, and all you do is go, "Oh yeah, you got a deed. I'll write that down." What? So we came out of there, and my sister, who I was with, it's like, "Well, I know an attorney who deals with this kind of stuff, but I didn't think we'd have to have one." I'm like, well, we have to have one. We just need to change the name on this deed. We have all the paperwork saying we have the rights to it. It just needed a new form to fill in. Apparently, your registrar of deeds doesn't fill out forms. What are you... Like, yes. Yes, I saw on the door... Where are the gas bags? I saw on the door, it said, we cannot help you fill out the paperwork. But I at least thought they would have the paperwork. They don't even have that. No, you have to get a lawyer to create the deed. And then you have to get that notarized and sealed. And then when it's all done, filled out, then you can bring it back to us. And we will acknowledge the fact that yes, you have a deed. So that was a waste of time. And so then we go to the lawyer's office, and of course they can't see us today. And so we have to set up an appointment for 2 weeks from today, because that's the next opening that the two of us could get in there. Ugh. There's a gas bag. And it's being attacked by... I want you to hit just the... Okay. And then let's go ahead and get this guy. Dang it! What is that? Weird. I don't want this one. He's all beat up now. But I mean, it's the only one I really see. Or saw before he jetted away from me. Is this him right here? Yeah. I don't know if that hit him or not. I don't think it did. Yeah, you. I need you to join me. You weirdo bug. Oh. Well, this could be a conundrum. Ooh, he's coming after me. Can you bounce me back up here? Be a pal and bounce me back up here. Come on. You know what? How about you just go to sleep? And, because you're clearly not doing enough damage to kill me. I mean, you might if you don't go to sleep here pretty quick. I only got 7 rounds left. No. I need you to fall asleep down here. I need you to... Why isn't he going to sleep? Suck on that. No. I literally need you to go to sleep so that I can tame you, so that I can get up there and get my enforcer. Go to sleep. Holy crap, this guy isn't going to sleep. No, get out of this window. I need to load my crossbow. Trank. Arrows. Will you go to sleep? Oh, this is terrible. He is not... I just put 20 tranquilizer darts. Well, maybe not quite 20. Where'd he go? There he is. Come on. Come on. Go to sleep. That's it. I'm completely out of stuff. Wow. Sometimes this game... Oh, he did. He fell asleep. Awesome. Do you eat meat? No, you don't eat meat. I didn't think you'd eat meat, but I had no idea. Hold on, let me get you some berries. That was a lot of trank stuff to knock this guy down. Okay, cool. I think I looked out that nothing horrible came while I was trying to do that. But so we set up an appointment at the lawyer's office now. It's so stupid. I can't... There are 3 people sitting in that office and they don't do anything but acknowledge the fact that you have a deed. You don't need 3 people for that. You don't need 2 people for that. You don't need 1 person for that. There are 3 people in the Treasury office standing around doing nothing. Ridiculous. So, and then after that, we had to go to the bank, fill out some paperwork there for a totally different thing, and it was like we had to meet up with my brother-in-law before we went to the bank, and he didn't get out of work till 2, and so. We'd figured it'd take us, you know, a while to do the other stuff, and great, it's gonna take him like 7 days to tame, and so like, well, what do we do now? I'm like, well, I'm kind of hungry. We could get something to eat, and so my sister's like, well, where do you want to eat? I'm like, I don't care, really. McDonald's is right here if you just want to go do McDonald's. And she's like, alright. And so we stop. Oh, shoot, he could get me from there. Why didn't you let me know I could grab you from this far away? Now we can protect my sleeping beauty here of a slug. And so we stopped at McDonald's, and then we're going to my brother-in-law's place. He works at a restaurant. And she's like, you know, after we stopped and got, she's like, we could have just eaten there. I'm like, yeah, we could have, but I really hate to go into a restaurant because I feel rushed. I like to just be comfortable and chit-chat, take my time, and it's hard to do that in a restaurant full of people. And so, I mean, people do, but it gets really loud, and I don't like loud. And So then she's like, well, you know, I probably could have made him bring food out from the restaurant. I'm like, well, yeah, that'd been fine. Had you mentioned that before we already stopped and got food and are now pulling into the parking lot to eat our food in the parking lot of another restaurant. There was this old dude who was sitting at the window, and he just kept giving us the evil eye every time I took a bite of McDonald's food for some reason. And It's not like it was a fancy place. He doesn't work at a fancy place. He works at a diner. But, yeah. And so then we went to the bank. And that took forever. I thought it was going to be in and out and done. There were like 60 pages she printed off at the bank. I don't know why I just punched those guys. It was 60 pages, she said, just for the first part of what we did today, setting up bank accounts and stuff. And what a pain! What a pain! Yep, and then yesterday I filled out some forms and sent them in in regards to all this stuff, and so get home today, and we get the mail, and sure enough, in the mail, another place wants the exact same information I just sent to a different place yesterday. So now I gotta go fill all that out again. If they'd have done it yesterday, I could have just printed off duplicate, but I didn't know the other place was gonna want it too. I heard you. Who made that noise? Weird. Did you hear that? I heard a little... Maybe that was in real life. I heard a little tweeting sound. Oh. Tame faster, guy. I would have brought better... I should have brought better stuff. If I could trust that you wouldn't die before I got back, I would go get better stuff. But I have no faith that you won't die. It's weird that there's like primal meat off of the dinosaurs when you kill them, but there isn't some kind of special berry that's like rare off the plants. I think there'd be what's the word I want? A balance. Balance isn't the word I want, but you think there'd be a balance between the two. It was this guy. Do you tweet? I'd like to get one of those guys one of these times, but the couple times I've tried, they've just slaughtered me. Hey, camel. Not gonna lie, I'm not enjoying the standing around waiting for this guy to tame. Especially since I'm just gonna kill him in 5 seconds. I mean, it's not like I can fly this guy. I've tamed 2 of them and killed them in a matter of like 3 flights. I don't know how to land them. It's a problem. You'd think he'd be able to land, but no, they can't. They just slam into the ground, or I'm doing it wrong. One of those 2 things is happening. That's right, I killed the camel. Oh, and then I got another one here for you. So before we left, they were discussing plans for the weekend, and so like, okay, so here's the deal. Tonight, when we get back, talking to one of the other people here, you have to decide if you are going away or you are staying here. Because I need to know which is the case, because it changes what time I have to leave tonight. So the guy's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't care what you do, but you have to decide. Here's a list of things that you said you wanted to do that we're doing tomorrow. Sunday is birthday party, and so you're going to be back for that. So you would really either be skipping out what we're doing tomorrow, or you can just stay here. Because he's been staying the weekend at a different place. And so he's like, okay, I don't know. And she's like, well, you don't have to know at this second, but I need to know when we get home. And so then about 5 minutes later he goes, well, I mean, I want to do that stuff. And but, you know, I also want to go over there. And she's like, well, it doesn't matter. You do what you want to do. Well, if you need me... Nope, I don't need you. You decide what you're going to do. You have to decide, stay here or go there. But I gotta know when I get back. Because that will determine what time we have to leave. Because they're going to he stays with my brother. He's been staying with my brother on the weekends, and so they were going to a thing for my niece's nephew, and so if he was going to stay over there, then he needed to have his stuff ready and his dog packed up, because his dog goes with him. And he'd have to have all that ready so that he could go with them to the thing. He was going to go to the thing anyways, regardless, but they needed to know whether or not they're going to take the dog and if he needed to have all stuff packed up. So she had 3 conversations with him before we left on whether or not he was staying. So then we get back, and she's like, what did you decide? He's like, oh, no. And she's like, well, I need to know right now what you're doing. I don't know. And he's like, what were we doing tomorrow? And so then she goes down the list again. Oh, well, I do want to do that stuff, but I also think I should probably go over there. She's like, well, you can't do both because nobody is going to run you back and forth to do all of that. And so you need to decide right now. Well, let me think about it. Nope, you've had all afternoon to think about it. We were gone from 12:30 until 4 p.m. Need to know right now. Well, and so then she's just like, fine. So she goes and she calls my brother and reiterates everything that's going on that he said he wanted to do that we were doing this weekend, and that none of us have the opportunity or time or desire to take him over there, pick him back up, take him over there, pick him back up, take him over there, pick him back up, take him over there, let him stay the night, and then bring him back tomorrow, or Sunday, I mean, for the birthday party. And so then while she's talking to him, talking to my brother, her being my sister, she comes back and she's like, he's like, well, I think I'll just stay, I think I'll just go over there. And she's like, that's fine, but you're not going to be able to do that other stuff because nobody's going to pick you up and bring you back. And so she hands the phone to my brother to him, and it's just like, make up your mind. Which is also, I can't believe how long this guy's taken. Also, on the way home, my sister is terrible at making decisions. Not terrible at making decisions. No, yeah, terrible at making decisions. She doesn't make terrible decisions. She's just terrible at making them. And so, she's like, what are we doing for dinner? I'm like, I don't know, you want to get something while we're in town here? And she's like, no, I want to make something at home. I'm like, okay, well, I don't care what we have. I, I simply don't have a preference. Uh, I'm not, I'm not the one to ask because I'm not the one who's picky about every single thing they eat. So the person who's picky needs to decide, and that is her. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to try... I'm going to pick this guy up. Okay, and then we're going to get on this guy. And I'm going to try to fly him back home. So, I'm going to inflate him. I really don't. What's weird is, don't they kind of do like a backwards thing? Okay, so what's his hit points at? His hit points are full right now. Okay, so this is where he's going to take damage, right? Nope, he still has some gas left. Okay. I think the thing is that you can hold down the spacebar to make him fly higher. If he just has air left, does that stop him from taking damage? Oh. You can movement speed this guy up. Let's movement speed you up. Does that count for your airspeed too? The difference. This is walking. This is running. There's no difference. Also, does he have a saddle on the back and I am sitting on the front? What is going on here? I wish there was something to, how's your hit points? You know, I'm not doing too bad, surprisingly. So now let's see if I can get him up high. Okay, still didn't take any damage. Weird. I could not fly these for the life of me before. Maybe something changed. Maybe something changed. Okay, so I need... I need to go... I don't know. I'm lost. He's so slow. Is it over here I need to go in? Hit points? Okay, we took a little damage there. Barely fell, took damage. See, there is an issue with flying these guys. Okay, no damage that time. So as long as he's got gas, maybe. It's a weird... The thing is that if I load him up with stuff, I am going to crash and die and lose my stuff. I know it. Because how do I get him up the mountain? without being able to boost him. He needs a little, oh man, you're up way high. Don't die. He's not sucking in air. But yeah, so they finally decided he was gonna, or he finally decided he was gonna stay. But it's super annoying. I hate talking to people like that. Oh, I was talking to my sister about dinner, which is the same thing. And so she's like, so I'm gonna make macaroni salad. I'm like, ooh, I like macaroni salad. And she's like, what do you want with it? I'm like, I don't know. I like burgers with it, but we didn't get any burgers out. And she's like, well, it's not gonna be for tonight. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then I want burgers with it, and we can have burgers and macaroni salad tomorrow. And she's like, you know, I don't know if I'm going to make any for the house. I'm like, oh. Well, then why are you telling me you're making it? And she's like, no, I will make some, and then we'll have it tonight. I'm like, okay. And she's like, so what do you want for dinner then? And I'm like, how about spaghetti? Because we haven't had spaghetti in a while. And she's like, you want spaghetti with macaroni salad? I'm like, well, no, because you said we weren't having macaroni salad tonight. And she's like, no, we are having it tonight. And I'm like, oh. She's like, you know what goes with macaroni salad? I'm like, hamburgers? She's like, hot dogs. I'm like, okay. She's like, but we had hot dogs last night. I'm like, well, that's fine. It doesn't bother me to eat the same thing 2 days in a row. I mean, unless it's gross and I don't like it. Like white dinner. Or macaroni and cheese. Okay, so I'm going to run a risk here. I'm going to load this guy. With all this stuff. So I actually need you to edge just a little closer. Yep, that should be perfect. So I can go load. Because these guys have tons of storage space. Right? Yeah, 3,420 weight. So, serious ability to carry stuff. Which is awesome when they can carry it. Not as awesome when they just die on the way there. Which is why I am leery about loading this guy up. But if I can manage to actually move this guy with stuff on him, then that will be spectacular. One last little load here. Oh man, that's just like too much of a load, isn't it? You can't even move. So you need to go up some level. Okay, so you're already on follow me. So let's put this guy... Let's put everybody on follow me. He's a little slow. Come on, guy, what's so slow? I mean, check out my T-Rex here. This is my T-Rex walking. This is my T-Rex running. Hanky running. Whew. And... Hold on, I gotta find my iguanodon. Where did he go? What are you doing, guy? You're just going crazy over here. Come on, Anki. You can do it. Alright. Man, that iguanodon is so fast, he's almost running ahead of me. I don't know if he's close enough to get that XP or not. I'll tell you what he does not do is steer well. Well, I am probably going to call it here. So I got the gas bag, and he definitely needs some XP. We did go up a level. Okay, you could probably use a little more XP than that, I think. I mean, at least he can move now, right? He's too heavy to jump, though. So I'm going to waddle along and get this guy back home and try to get him some more levels, because this is not enough stuff to build the replicator. This is the stuff to build the generator, and the replicator actually takes more items to build, so I need more storage space in this guy to get everything loaded up. So, alright, with that, click like if you like, subscribe, sure to catch the next one. I will talk to you later.